When my husband called me, I could hear the excitement in his voice. "Tonight, I have a fantastic surprise in store for you," he said, his tone playful. "Put on your best dress and wait for me." I felt a rush of anticipation as I hung up. Over the years, we had always found ways to keep our relationship exciting, but I had no idea what awaited me tonight. I spent hours getting ready, carefully choosing his favorite dress, applying my makeup with precision, and letting my hair fall in soft waves. As I stood before the mirror, a sense of pride filled me. Tonight felt different, and I wanted everything to be perfect. I waited in the living room, my heart racing as the minutes stretched into hours. Then, at last, the doorbell rang. When I opened the door, my breath caught. My husband stood there, but he wasn't alone. Beside him were my best friend Clara, her husband Alex, and a stranger, a tall man with a calm, unreadable expression. "This is Ethan," my husband introduced him casually. Something about the way he said it made my stomach twist. Ethan gave me a polite nod, his presence oddly familiar, yet foreign. There was something about him that unsettled me, though I couldn't quite place what. We all moved to the dining room, the atmosphere lively as stories and laughter filled the air. Clara, as always, kept us entertained with her dramatic storytelling, and the evening seemed to flow effortlessly. Yet, beneath the cheerful surface, something felt off. My husband's grin held a knowing quality, like he was waiting for something to happen. Then, after dinner, he stood up. The room quieted. "Now," he announced, "it's time to discover new passions tonight." A chill ran through me. His words, his expression, there was a hidden meaning behind them. Alex placed a reassuring hand on my shoulder, his touch gentle, yet deliberate. I glanced at Clara, expecting confusion on her face, but she merely smiled. Then, to my shock, Alex turned to Clara and kissed her. The room seemed to freeze. My mind raced, trying to make sense of what I was seeing. This wasn't just a simple display of affection. There was something deeper, something planned. I turned back to my husband, searching his face for an explanation. He watched me carefully, his expression unreadable. Ethan took a step closer. His voice was calm, almost hypnotic. "Don't be alarmed," he said. "Just enjoy the moment." A strange energy filled the room. The air was thick with expectation, yet no one spoke of what was truly happening. My pulse quickened as I felt the weight of their gazes on me. I took a deep breath, steadying myself. "What is this?" I finally asked, my voice measured. My husband simply smiled. "A new experience," he said. "A chance to see things differently." His words lingered in the air. Ethan's presence beside me was undeniable. There was no pressure, no force, just a silent invitation. A moment of choice. I turned to my husband once more. His expression held approval, but also curiosity. How far would I go? I exhaled slowly, allowing myself to take in the moment. The weight of unspoken words, the pull of something unknown, it was both terrifying and thrilling. But there was something deeper at play. Here, something more than what was on the surface. Was this truly about trust and exploration, or was it a test? I met Ethan's gaze, then glanced back at my husband. A realization settled over me. This wasn't about passion. It was about control. I straightened my shoulders, letting a slow smile creep onto my lips. If this was a game, I had just figured out the rules. "You like to watch me?" I asked my husband, my voice softer now, but firm. His smile widened, but before he could respond, I leaned back, creating just enough distance. Turned to Ethan, nodding politely, then stepped away from them all. The room felt different now. The tension shifted. "I think I've learned everything I need to tonight," I said smoothly, my voice carrying a quiet strength. The silence that followed was deafening. My husband's expression faltered for just a second before he masked it with a laugh. Clara and Alex exchanged a glance. Ethan, however, simply observed, his expression unreadable. I had taken control of the situation in a way none of them expected, and that, in itself, was the real surprise of the night. As I lay in bed later, I reflected on what had happened. This wasn't just a night of unexpected revelations, it was a turning point. A reminder that trust and power in a relationship are more delicate than we often realize.